National Football League. And we'll see Eric Stokes.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Bridgewater now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They overloaded that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Detroit, 72 yards on the punt return. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You got to just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
You know, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On now is the Packers punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return that time of about 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Fields. Trucks over it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 67 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. The Lions at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second down, Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dalton Schultz and the rest of this offense set to begin another possession. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it, they think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side, he's such a weapon, he just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 40. 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fields finding Williams once more, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught again by Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A final shot before the break, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A final shot before break. Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. On first down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Fields. Being chased out left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, Bridgewater throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Bridgewater now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Finding room in midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Room here to run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will be cut down to 14. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is caught by Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Bridgewater to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so that he can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Pressure comes and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Nifty move. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Bridgewater over the middle, complete to Judy. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fields throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now a first down throw, Fields. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively, the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. Connecting with Andrews. He's at the 50. 30. 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here.